not often that a Chinese-made watch makes me this happy. There's a particular party trick that left me speechless. Stick around and I'll let you know what it is. Today we are reviewing a limited edition watch, limited to 50 pieces, and this watch is made by a company called Aqua Trident that they're calling, wait for it, the Ocean Dive Watch, Great Meteorite Dial, Black Silicone Strap, 40mm, AQ-23004-02. I should start a firm solely based on helping these Chinese watch companies come up with better names for their watches. Sure, the name of the watch is not great, but does this $339 watch deserve your hard-earned money? Let's explore the specs of this watch. The case is constructed of marine grade 316L stainless steel. The watch does feature a sapphire crystal with AR coating, and I'm personally a fan of the Cyclops or the date window. It's functional and it adds a bit of character to the very complex style. The case measures in at 40mm. It's 47mm from lug to lug. However, this is a chunky little watch, coming in at 13.75mm thick. In between the lugs, it does feature 20mm, so fitting this guy on different straps should not be a problem, but after I show you the strap it comes with, you may not want to. The entire watch with the silicone strap only weighs in at 99 grams, not bad. I hate to start off on a negative note, but in my humble opinion, I wouldn't call a 100-meter water resistant watch a dive watch. Is this watch capable of diving? I'm sure it is, but personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable calling it a dive watch if it doesn't have a minimum of, let's say, 200 meters. However, for me, this is not a deal breaker, and I would gladly take this watch diving. Let me know your thoughts. The 120 click unidirectional bezel, according to the company, is made of ceramic. It really has this appearance of matte aluminum, and for whatever reason, the crazy looking dial looks a little off with that matte look. Nonetheless, the bezel action is great, it's easy to grip, and that's more of a me problem. Okay, let's get into this case. I have no idea how to begin to describe the sides of the case. It's as if Freddy Krueger himself took it upon himself to carve out gills to further mimic an aquatic animal. And guess what those little gills are filled with? Lume. But more on that later. The case itself is well constructed. There's mostly brushing, but we do find some chamfers with some polishing. Overall, the construction and ingenuity of this case for the price is great. Gimmicky as hell, but great. The screw down crown also features lume and it's been signed. The action is good, not buttery smooth, but it works and the aesthetic of it work with the overall flow of the watch. On the back of the watch, there's a screw down case back with a nice little shark engraving. Again, making it known that, hey man, this watch is made to resemble a fish and it's water capable. One interesting thing to note that I think was a good design choice is a limited edition number in between the lugs. Great placement. By the way, this watch is offered in different dial colors and materials, but this gray meteorite dial spoke to me the most. The dial is made from the Muñoz Losta meteorite. It is believed to have fallen on Earth around 1 million years ago, but scientists estimate that the meteorite is actually approximately 4.5 billion years old, making it a relic from the early stages of our solar system. It is actually believed to have originated from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and was likely formed during the collision between the pearl planets. I'm personally a huge fan of meteorite dials. There's something about its mesmerizing patterns that just drive me nuts. Not to mention, you want something from outer space, don't get a moon watch. Get this. As a matter of fact, the little interesting patterns are actually a result of slow cooling over millions of years in space. I also love the fact that this is a sandwich dial, meaning the company cut out the pattern of the indices and put a ton of lume underneath them. I'm, however, not a fan of that diver at the 6 o'clock. It makes the dial look a little cartoonish and again makes reference that this 100-meter watch is a dive watch. Nonetheless, the hands they chose to go with, along with the black rehod, brings symmetry and balance to the dial. If you know anything about me or the channel, is that I'm in love with lume, and this watch does not disappoint. It has plenty of it everywhere. The company applies Swiss Superluminova on the hands, indices, the bubble with the diver, around the date, on the actual date numbers, around the bezel, on the crown, and yes, on the gills of the side of the case. You seriously need to check this out in person. It's insane. The lume does glow brighter in some areas, but the idea of having lume everywhere is ludicrous and unnecessary. But oh, it's so much appreciated. And this gets the award from me for the coolest lume on any watch I've reviewed so far. Powering this watch is nothing fancy. Clearly the money was spent on the dial and crazy lume. The company is using the tried and tested and often minus plus 20 seconds per day level of accuracy automatic caliber Seiko TMI NH35. The movement can be hacked and wound. Seriously, it's not a high horology movement, but for the price you get a movement that's been around the block, and most watch enthusiasts, including myself, have had some sort of interaction with one. Love it or hate it, the NH35 is legendary. However, a nice Miyota 9000 series movement would have made this watch oh so much better, but maybe the company will listen to the community and make that happen in the future. Wearability is an interesting one with this one. On my 6 and 7/8 inch wrist, the watch doesn't overhang, wears comfortable, but man, that thickness makes it top heavy. I do appreciate the silicone strap. It's very soft, it's supple, and out of the box is just nice. Comes with a quick release system, and two interesting design choices that I've never seen before are, first, the fins. Not only do they look super cool, but make the strap articulate much better, but also that buckle design. It looks insane. It's made out of 316L stainless steel. There's brushing, polishing, and it looks like a tool you would use in your EDC kit if you needed to go hunting. Look, overall, I was very pleasantly surprised with this one. I know if the dial set Swiss made on it, the watch would cost north of around, I don't know, $1,500. By the way, the minute my son saw the lume on this one, he took the watch and made it his own. It's now in his watch collection. So in case you care, this watch is kid approved. Let me know what you think of this watch, meteorite dials, and do you love lume as much as I do? Thank you for watching, be safe out there, and stay humble.